that's exactly what's happening here, and it just takes all of us to meet what Dave did. It was pretty tremendous. What was instilled in me and many of you over the years, that it lives on forever. And so we made the sign here and went through Mesa Park to have the many of you may or may not know that you can actually go out and take a look at it later. There's a container out there with bikes and a little small track for kids to learn to ride on. And we're going to put this sign up. Greg Marcotte's building a nice redwood base for it, and this sign will be on that field, the David Duffin Track at the Michael McDaniel Field. And interestingly enough, we when he came up with this concept, we're like, oh, it'd be great, put big jumps and do all this stuff. And Dave's like, no, it's got to be basic. It's for kids to learn to ride. We don't want all adults getting in the way, it's got to be simple and basic. It's for kids to ride. So we'll put this out there, and hopefully as we get things organized, we'll be out there on Sundays teaching kids to ride. And it's, like I said, it's going to take a lot of us to equal what Dave did over the last 50 years. So, Rich, you got anything? Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Chris.
It's easier to say hello than goodbye. It was really hard to say goodbye.
So Dave, in his great wisdom, has put people in charge of the various things that were important to him. Richie's going to be taking over, so to speak, the Oasis thing, and I think Greg DeHaan is taking care of Carnegie Forever. And I would give a word of advice to those who are doing this. You may be tempted to, when situations occur, think, gee, what would Dave do? I'll tell you exactly what Dave would do. For Oasis, for instance, Dave would say, Richie, take care of it. Because he knew that Richie had the capability, the leadership, the attention, the skills to take care of whatever problems came along. And that's why he gave him the job. So support these guys as much as you can. The work they're doing is important. Now, there are a lot of people who gathered around when Dave was starting his final preparations for his final journey. And there are other people that got together and put this all together. And I think Chris is the person to come and thank those that were here. I'm grateful to Chris because I don't remember names.
Well, the problem is, Paul, is that there's too many names to list. I'm going to miss someone for sure. So I apologize ahead of time. But I think you're right. Starting with Jan and Lupin and Diana, who were right by Dave's side every day for months, taking care of him. The people that came to set this all up, I'm going to miss the names. So, like I said, but Cameron Brown, Brianna, and Casey set up all this screens and the microphone, the Zoom meeting that we're broadcasting to Dave's family in Philadelphia. The pictures Harriet and Matt Farnsworth and his girlfriend set up, spent all last Saturday getting all the displays together from stacks of pictures that Dave left. And Merta is cooking delicious food that we're going to have after we're done talking here. Greg Marcotte is out barbecuing food out on the side here, so we hope that you can all stay to enjoy some of that. And who else am I forgetting here? I don't have to list Paul. We'd love to thank Paul. We also like to thank the Bolinas Fire Department for allowing us to use this Mesa Park. I got the list, sorry. Partial list, because the list is endless. Because people showed up today that I didn't even get on this last night. But, you know, others, is Clea was part of that group. Greg DeHaan and his son Buddy. Rich Quionones, who I mentioned earlier, Dave Callaghy, Mike Krakauer, Matt Lewis, Juliana Mann, the Bolinas Fire Crew, the Guru Car, my brother Seth, Andrea, sorry I forgot your name when I first went up here. Chris Rand, Rory Whitmer, Eric Ford, Alex Kovac are all helping Greg with the barbecue. Gerald O'Reilly, I saw help here, and I forgot a lot of people. But I am just so glad, and like I said earlier, that you know Dave taught us a lot of lessons over the years, and one of it was working together. And there's a lot of people I haven't seen in 20 or 30 years here, and probably you guys are all in the same boat. Some people I don't even recognize hardly anymore, but people got in and helped and put this thing together. So I thank all of you, especially the ones I missed on the list here. But I'm looking forward to talking with many of you, and I hope you get to see the pictures over here in the room on the side, have some delicious food. If you want to walk over and check out Oasis, the container and the motorcycles and the track where everyone's riding, please do. And then I believe at like 1 o'clock, some ice cream is showing up that Richie set up. Dave was adamant about having ice cream. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy yourselves, and I thank very much, Paul, for seeing it.
Is it true that the pictures that are on the counter, on the back of this wall, there's a stack of photographs that they're for people to peruse, and then if there's something that strikes them, they're free to take them with them?
Yes. Sorry, thank you. Happy Valentine's. Yes, in the room over on the side there, the front area with the black tablecloth and all that, that's some of Dave's, closest possessions that we all want you to see, and some stuff from the Mann family and other things that are out. But the photos, especially the ones in the boxes, I think there's a sign on them, please take. There is so many photos, we don't even know what to do with them. So please look through those photos. There's probably some of you, family, friends, and take them with you. If there's something on the board you want to have at the end of the day, maybe get with me, and we can probably get those to you as well. And we're hoping that some of the, Lupin has a lot of the photographs, the negatives and digital, and we're hoping to get some of this stuff to the Bolinas Museum, because I think there's 50 years of tremendous history that we want to make sure is kept in our. Well, I don't know, but we're ready to snack. I don't know if the food's quite ready, but
As far as the ice cream goes, let's let the kids have the first scoop. So limited amount, we have a lot.
What about the big kids?
Go second in line.
I don't know if the donuts are still here, but I think there was a box for the principal. In my account, there was an issue we had.
We had a box for the principal.
Yeah, there was an issue we had with donuts, and we have a bunch out there, so help yourself. That was another request of Dave. But a little story on the donuts. The principal came to Dave and said, Dave, you can't pull up in front of school with a van and hand donuts out to kids. So Dave came back the next week and he brought donut bowls. The principal came out and said, Dave, I told you can't have donuts given these to kids. And he goes, they're not donuts. They're donut bowls. True Dave fashion.
So I show up at the donut shop this morning, and the lady looks at me and she goes, I said, I need all your donuts. David passed away, and both of us start crying, right? I'm like, oh. there's a couple of milestones getting through, and the donut shop was a big deal for me. And then she looks at me and I said, I want all the donut holes too. And she goes, Dave doesn't eat donut holes.
Thank you, Paul.
All right, I'm just going to finish up here. I'm so grateful that you're all here. The culmination of a life's work. And as people have mentioned, Dave didn't have property, didn't have a fancy car, didn't have a hot motorcycle. But Dave was one of the wealthiest men on the planet when he left on his final journey. Never had a rocket plane to go to outer space. Again, he was one of the wealthy men when he left this planet. Kieran King, singer, folk writer, wrote a song in the chorus, I think, says it all. When we're gone, long gone, the only thing that will have mattered is the way that we cared and the ways that we shared. When we're gone, long gone. Now, wonderful. Now, this is a celebration of one man's life. Take it to your heart. He left you his estate. Share it with others. Make your lives better. Take care of one another. And let's go and have food. Let's mingle around each other, meet each other. If we haven't met before, talk among ourselves about Dave, what he means in our life, and how we're going to honor that every day, in every relationship that we have. We do it with a pure heart, respect for women, and honor. Thank you all for coming.